So we had bought a house in North Garland, and soon after had our first little baby, Dean, who's now a year old. And Chris and I had been having a lot of conversations about getting plugged into a community, and now that we had bought a house, we really wanted it to be near the house, and so we could be in close proximity to the church. And it was really, really important to me to have that community, not only for our baby, but I had grown up in church. It had been a really big part of my life, and I was having a lot of unrest and not being plugged in somewhere. And Chris and I had been, going to churches in Plano and a couple other places.
Sisters Church.
Yeah, another church kind of near our house, but we weren't really feeling connected, I guess. There wasn't that welcoming feeling. And so we decided we would just kind of start our search for a church we could get connected to and feel like it was part of our family.
Well, I'll never forget, I was working and Haley had called me around lunchtime, and she had been actively searching on the internet for a long time, and she thought we should really check out CPC, Connection Point, and y'all were in the middle of moving, so we decided to wait and come the next week. And when we went there, I just remember the worship and the sermon was just, it just really touched our hearts. And I'll never forget when we walked out of there and just, how we got greeted, and Chelsea was just so sweet, and it just felt so welcoming and warm. And
Lynn had this huge smile on her face when we walked in and got us signed up, and just immediately felt like family, basically.
Yeah, so I just remember we walked out together. I could tell we were both emotional. We were both emotional during the service. And we just walked out to the car, and we both started crying a little bit, and just realized that this was our home, and couldn't wait to go back the next week, and just knew it was the next start of our life and our new chapter together.
Yeah, it felt like he was saying, it was like once we got in the car, it just felt like this overwhelming presence of God and Jesus had answered our prayers in that moment. We just automatically felt that connection. It was amazing. And like he said, Chelsea just walked up to us with this huge smile on her face and was like, "Do you have a group? Do you want to get involved?" And it was like, we just walked in the door, but it was awesome because you felt wanted. And we hadn't ever experienced anything like that in another church. Yeah.
I'll never forget the second week was that we went there. Haley was actually sick, and for me, I had previously never gone to church on my own without family or friends. And so, I was so excited from the previous week that second week I walked in, and I brought Dean with me, and felt just the exact same way that I did the first week, and left and just felt like it was a breakthrough for me to truly know that, hey, this is my own personal journey as well, and that I was building my relationship with God, and that I was going to get to also do that with my family.
Yeah, and I think what makes me excited is just we've really grown to love our group, which that was really easy. And they already kind of feel like family, and they really welcomed us in quickly. And our girls text all the time and tell each other about what's going on in our lives, and we had never really had that before, and you feel like you've got people in your corner. And I'm a huge believer in knowing that it takes a village and it takes a community to build your relationship with Christ. You can't just do it on your own. And the authenticity of the people here, I 100% feel, and that's how we are and try to be. And even if we don't come across that way, we're certainly working on it. And that's the kind of group, that's the people you want to be with, or people that are avidly working on their relationship with Christ and helping build you up and making your relationship stronger as well.